Okay, so today we are discussing about uh, how we can fetch data from the table, and we'll use some advanced level concept in this. We'll use array, how we can fetch data if like there is one table, okay, and in this table there are multiple rows and multiple column, and there is one salary column also, and we are having different salaries for each role. Okay, what we want to, if you want, you have to fetch data for the second highest or fifth highest salary, okay, nth highest salary, how we can fetch data with those conditions, okay, with those parameters. We'll see that we can use array also in the TOSCA.
Okay.
Fine. Now let I already opened this URL. It is located in my system HTML file, which is having this table. And now let me work on this table. So first of all, we need to introduce this table to the TOSCA. Should scan the table. Okay. So what I will do, I will navigate to our project folder, and here I will create one table in this folder. I am scanning this, then we will perform some actions. Okay, in this web page there is only one table, and we are okay with property selected by TOSCA. Okay, so there is only one field with the tag only. We are able to identify this, and let me name it as table. If you want, you can see these content values, whatever content is available in the TOSCA in the table, right? You will be able to see this. You know what is the coordinate values, right? Each coordinate cell wise there will be different address, right? For each cell. Creating this module, we'll call this module now in our test case. And at table level, if I use, if you want to check the how many rows are there, you know, I think we can use this keyword row count, but it should be in camel case. It should be written like this, row count. And what I want to put this row count, in buffer. Okay, the name of the buffer is, let me call it as total row. Okay, so I will name it as TR and put the value in buffer. Okay, so whatever value is there in the total count will go inside this parameter, this buffer name. If I execute this, we'll see how many values are there, how many rows are there, and these rows will be considering the row of the column also. Okay, first row also will be considered in this count. We'll see how many are there. There are 11 rows, including the row of the column also. Fine. Now we want, if you want number of rows from starting from here to here. Okay, let me create one. We'll create one buffer. Okay, and we will see how we can use that. T-box buffer we can call, you know the name, then we can call it from the standard module. Okay, so this is the buffer name, and in this buffer we will specify some value. So let us call this buffer name as, I'm just giving the upper name, actual rows, okay, but we can call it with the lower name also when we are calling this buffer, okay. It's not case sensitive when we are calling it. Just highlighting it so it is important, okay. Here also we specify the total rows. Out of total rows we just splitting the column part, okay, this row, and we will use math operator we use earlier also. It's simple, we are calling one math operator. This is the syntax of that, okay, and using this math operator we will trim it. I mean we will remove one row from that. How we can do that? It's simple, just calling it, calling the buffer with the name. The name is tr, right, total rows, this one. And what we are doing, we are from tr minus 1, that's it. We are it will give us the actual count. If I translate the value, we can see how many rows are there now, 10. Let me execute this, we'll see in the results also. So now see, it is showing 10 now.
Yeah.
Fine. So this 10 could be anything, but we generically we reduce the number of the total number minus 1 only, okay. So this 10 can start from here till here or can start from here to here also. We did not specify, we just remove 1 out of the total, that's it.
Okay.
Fine.
And this math operator can be used in which cases? I mean, this one
For
is like
calculation,
any kind of calculation.
any kind of mathematical calculation we should use it.
Okay.
Okay, so syntax is also, I think you observe that syntax of that you can see when you are calling this. See, base. So and this is some definition, calculation, combination, and all these things you can read out. This is a syntax also of this math operator. Okay,
Yeah, there is examples
obviously
also.
it will work on numerical values and all. Fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we will go back. Let me remove this. And now what I want to fetch data for all the salaries. So now the question for us is, we want to fetch data for maximum salary out of this table, or second highest salary, third highest salary, okay.
Okay.
How we can fetch it, we'll see. Now we are having total count or row count also now, actual row count. I will create one table here. Let me call it as a repetition table. And repetition table, we having feature, we can set the repetition here also. I mean, we can set in the repetition property, we can set the value. So how many times we want to run this table. If I set this value as I want it actual row, how many actual rows are there? 10 right now, right? How many actual rows are I want to execute this table that number of time. Fine. And in this, what kind of steps I will add? I want to perform some action on this table only. Okay, so let me put it inside the repetition table. So why I am putting table? Because I want to read this table and fetch the data from this table only for this particular column, one by one. Fine. Now I want to perform this action on the row. So let me remove it. Remove the details from the table level. Navigate to row, and instead of 1, I will use repetition here. Fine.
Okay.
I want to repeat this execution the number of time which specify at the folder level, okay, this many time, and pick the value of salary. Fine. And put this salary value into EMP. Let me keep it like employee salary. Fine. And we will use one more repetition. Repetition is one keyword also here. Okay, so you can see this is the definition why we are using and all. And now let me close this. I'm just calling this repetition. Okay, and we will put the value one by one. We want to because we are using repetition. It will go one by one. It start from here because we are using dollar. We are using dollar. Starting the repetition from this row, this cell. Read the row wise. Okay, and we specify data should be read from this column. Okay, so it will start from here and directly navigate to this row, this column, and read the data from this cell. Fine. If I run, if I execute this now, let me see what value we are getting from this. Till here we ran it. Now value is there inside AR parameter. Okay, and executing only this folder, there is only one step, and we are expecting the script should read the data from all the rows because it will follow the repetition. It will execute 10 number of time. The number of time the value is equal to AR, right? Fine. Now you see the results. What is the value inside this? We are fetching data using repetition. We are fetching data for salary column, and because we were using this parameter, this is buffer name, employee salary, and this is same buffer for all the repetition. So it will, the tool itself will create this name converting into employee salary 1, 2, 3 till 10. Okay, and it is fetching the data whatever locating in this particular location for first row. For second iteration, it again go and it put the data in employee salary 2, and what was data locating this data from this cell, pick and put it inside the respective parameter. Same thing is repeated till repetition 10. You see for this table also, for this particular row, data was fetched and kept inside the employee salary 10. So now if you see in the, you want to ask something?
Yes, so this here the buffer name is employee, I mean EMP salary, right? EMP SSL, right? And
EMP salary,
but
correct. Buffer name
and
is
since we
EMP
are
salary.
right, and since we are using this repetition in the value name,
Yes,
so this is a keyword, then it is automatically storing, like it
yes,
is counting from 1 until 10 and then
correct.
storing the buffer name as employee salary 1, 2, 3, 4 like that.
Yes. So this is the static part. You see, this is the static part.
Right.
And in
Okay.
first iteration, it will be 1. That's why it is showing 1 here.
Okay,
This
got it.
the buffer name. This is the buffer name. Actually, total is the buffer name. Okay. In this string, this is the static string, and this is dynamic.
Okay.
You
Okay.
consider like that.
Mhm.
So this is the static part. It will be as is. In first iteration, the value of this repetition was 1. Okay. So tool give the name of the buffer as employee salary, pick the static part, and this is the dynamic 1 in first iteration. Again it go with the next iteration, like that it will increase this count.
Okay, and in the table name, not the table name, but the row dollar where you are
Row is, yes, row,
row
uh,
is repetition.
row is same, no, correct. See, row is because we are using repetition, row will change, that row number will change in each iteration.
Okay, okay.
You see here, no, in each iteration, first time row was this, this is static part, and the value of this repetition was 1 in first iteration. Done. Now this is second iteration, this is static part, and repetition value second time was 2. So name, the buffer name was given like
Yeah,
employee
this
salary
I
too.
understood. This I understood. I was asking about the row name. I mean, if you go to the test case,
Huh?
I so below table there is this dollar repetition.
This one,
So,
correct.
yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Instead of giving hard coding the row number, if we I give 1, 2, 3, only
yeah.
that particular row will be read. Okay, it will not go to the next row. But
Okay.
we want this iteration should follow the repetition value. It will read this value, this repetition, and will perform. So first time it was 1, 2, 3 like that.
Okay. We declare this repetition value here
We
now.
specify, yeah, we specify it here, and we are calling it here that repetition value only.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, fine. Now we read the data, how many rows are there, and we read the cell specific data also now, specifying the column and then respective data using repetition. Fine, you're fine till now, no?
Yes.
Fine. Now what we'll do, we will put this value, put this data. Right now it is the data is in um,
Buff.
row wise. It is in buffer, but still it is in row wise, right? It is segregated.
Right.
Each cell is having data into this particular parameter, right? And there are 10 different segregations of this table, right?
Right.
Now we want to consolidate all the data, only these values, these cell values, we want to consolidate into one string. Okay, how we can do
Okay.
that? We will see. Let me call one more business parameter. I will use same. We can call from module also. Fine. Now, and let me give the name of this. I should use it inside the repetition only. This buffer parameter. And let me call it as array string. Just I'm giving some naming convention. Okay, it can be anything.
Okay.
Okay, it's not keyword. This is buffer name only. Just trying to make it sensible relating to the topic. That's why I'm using this array string. Okay, now I don't want this part. Okay, but I will, what I want, I will call this variable repetition wala. ठीक है? How we can call, as we know, this is one buffer only, buffer name only. So we can call it using B
B.
as a keyword. Let me call that it is employee salary, EMP cell. Let me call it like this, and I'm removing this.
And then can you use this repetition? Or
You can use the repetition only. Fine. And repetition. Fine. And we will close this repetition. So
yeah.
what? Fine. Now here also it will come as employee salary because it is a repetition 1, 2, 3 like that. Right? One by one it will come. Just we'll see what value is there now. Okay, because it is part of this, it should be run in a sync. Okay, so we will run it. Let it declare right now. One more thing I will specify here. I will specify one buffer name. One more buffer, and the buffer name will be array string only. Okay, so the buffer which I declare here, I want to, whatever value is there inside this, I want to put that value in this string. Okay.
Uh,
Now, when I will execute, then you see,
okay. But
let me
then why
execute.
are we declaring B there? Because buffer. So
I
B is
want to,
only used to call the buffer, right?
yes, let me execute.
Okay.
Actually, okay, this array string, I should declare here as well, array string. Okay. Let it be empty, but I will declare it here. Uh, Fine. Let me execute as a single run now this test case and you see the results. Okay. Let me close it and we are executing this test case. Till here, you know, buffer value, we put the value, total table level value, right?
Yes.
This is table level value. Why it is showing like this?
11.
Okay, now 11. Now from 11 we reduce 1 minus, right? It will show 10,
10.
and we declare one more parameter. Okay, we are not using it, just empty parameter is there, array string. Same parameter, I don't know why it is going. Okay, and now we declare it empty here and we call it now this table also, you know, the value it will fetch, each row will fetch one table, one specific cells value. This is for first row, this value, and we put this value inside and this is empty only. Okay, this value is go inside the buffer parameter, you see, array string.
So, so buffer name with employee salary 1.
Hmm.
That, yeah, after that is okay. And then here we are again declaring. I mean, we are again
Yes.
declaring one buffer, which is array
No,
string,
no,
and
no.
then
We declare it in one place only because it is part of this folder. Fine, Riti? See, we execute this row first in first iteration, and this step will also be executed. Na? So this repetition, this particular repetition is applicable across the test steps. All the steps inside this folder will execute same number of time depending upon the repetition. Okay, in first iteration, this step will execute and this step will also execute. So when this first step execute, it pick the value from this row, this particular cell, right? It picked and put that value in this buffer, this value.
yeah, up
Correct now?
till this is okay.
After
Yeah,
that, second step
yeah.
also will execute, and because we are using, we call this repetition and array, so it will pick the value and keep the value same in this parameter also. Array string,
Yeah.
same value is there now, same value is there inside this parameter as well as it is there inside this parameter also. Array string. This is same value.
This is the same value, but why are we? I mean, after this comma, why are we then again calling this buffer array string? That I didn't get.
You will get it. Uh,
Okay. Okay.
okay. You will get it. Let me complete this. So just I
Okay.
am
Okay.
showing you we are getting this value. Okay.
Yeah, that's
And
fine.
in 10th iteration you see, and it will see first time it is the string is keeping one value. What is the value? This value. In second iteration the string will consolidate both the values. It will show two values here. Okay. The string will keep on building. Okay. Now, in the 10th iteration, the string, this array string will keep all 10 values into one buffer name. Then the buffer name is array string.
Okay, the order is like from A10 to A1. Like, I mean, yeah, AR. into here one.
One by one it will pick the value, okay, and it will concatenate all the values separated by comma.
Hmm. But it is picking from the last value. I mean the display is at.
Correct, because we direct the script. We in script only we specify pick data from this and put it in employee salary plus a repetition. Repetition is dynamic, so it will pick data from first row and put it in employee salary 1, employee salary 2, employee salary 3, like that. Similarly, we declare one more parameter, okay, one more buffer, and in that buffer, now this one employee salary 1 having one text, right? We put that into this buffer. This value will be transferred into this buffer. Okay.
Now the only point that I'm not getting that yeah this value will be transferred into this buffer, but
Hmm.
then uh, just a second. While declaring the while calling the buffer, we normally use this b tag, right?
Correct. B
But
tag we declare, no. Here we declare it.
okay. Yeah. Now I'm getting it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that is the buffer. Okay, you are naming it.
It
So
is buffer
in the
only.
next,
Set buffer we can specify multiple buffer and n number of buffer we can
so
specify.
in the repetition table t box set buffer, if you go,
Hmm.
can you go to this repetition table? Well, yes. Here then the t box set buffer which we are declaring, I can use another name also other than array string.
Can use, yeah.
Okay, I was confused because I was thinking that this buffer only you are calling here. Yeah, but
Hmm.
you are calling the
Okay,
buffer
let
that
me
we
call it as
noticed.
consolidated or uh,
That
just
was
let me name it as something. I think does it make sense? Concatenated array
yeah,
string
yeah,
something like
yeah,
we are concatenating the
yeah.
results one by one, row by row in this string. Okay,
Mm.
so let me execute this test case again. It's reading row by row the
Right.
table. That script is reading this table, and now we'll see first iteration. Other till here you are okay, right? Now this
Yes.
is the first iteration in the repetition table. It will pick same. It will pick the value. There is no changes here.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct now. Here we declare the value and keep the value inside this. So concatenated value in first iteration, it only one value will be there.
Right.
Which
Okay.
value? This cell value, row 1. Now in next iteration, this concatenated array string will keep two values. See, okay, there is one more. Okay, let me check the third, 10th one. Okay, so ideally we should keep the same name only. Okay, to concatenate this, okay, we should use same name which we declare above. Okay, which we declare here, we should use same name in this.
Okay.
And now we already declare it above. Okay, and we are putting this data in this same variable, the concatenated one. Okay,
Okay. So if we
now
don't keep it the same name,
we are
uh,
not keeping the same name. It will keep the individual value. You see, no, it
okay.
is keeping the individual value only. It is same. It is nothing but same the value which is there inside this parameter. Right? We are not concatenating. No, this also is showing individual value, cell value, this cell value, and this parameter, individual parameter, is also keeping that value, same value. Okay, but we want to concatenate the string. So I'm using same, and let me execute it again. Okay. Why it is taking too much time now?
Okay, in the meantime, I can ask one question. I should have asked it before only. Uh, so inside these tables, there is this TOSCA test case.
Sorry.
Uh, Inside the tables folder, there is this TOSCA test case, and okay, okay, it ran.
Yes, yes, it ran. Yeah, tell me in this table.
No, no, in the test case itself.
Uh,
So this repetition table, you created it from right clicking on the TOSCA folder,
right
and
click
then
and create one folder. Name it as a repetition.
okay, and why I didn't? I mean, this sign, this sign is
It
different.
will
This is
come
different.
automatically. If we create something,
Yeah,
okay, put some value. It will that this sign belongs to the repetition only.
the repetition.
Yeah,
Okay, this
okay.
is
If you
specific for
give
the.
something here, I'm sorry, numeric value.
Okay.
See, now
Ah,
sign has
okay.
come. Huh?
Okay, that was it.
Let
Okay,
me
yeah.
remove this now. We'll
Yes.
go back and we
Yeah.
will see now this string. Okay, it will build one by one. First iteration will be having same value. I will check only this one. Fine. First iteration will keep first cell value.
Yes.
Second iteration will keep consolidated first and second string value.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
and tenth. What?
yeah, but the value that is
This one.
displaying is in order like second and comma one, like that,
Whatever.
right?
It's
Whatever.
okay. Yeah, whatever, but it picked this value. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Okay, and the order. Okay. Uh, order, it will take its own order. I don't know.
the
What?
reverse order it's taking, but yeah.
One, two, maybe correct. It might be. Uh, keep on adding from right to left. Let's say correct. No, you observe this is reverse order. So let me start.
Yeah, the tenth one will be like 9,000, starting from 9,000,
9,000.
and
No.
then
Okay. Let's see.
if you
Next
go
one.
to the last one, yeah,
Next one will be 9,000 in the left side,
left side,
and
yes,
this buffering is done from the right to left. Correct
mm,
now? Fine,
yes,
done. But we keep we generate one string, complete
yeah,
string, separated by comma. Okay. Now all the details, these cell level details are inside one parameter only. The
right,
parameter name is buffer
array string,
parameter. Perfect. Array string only.
yes,
Okay, now all the values are inside this. Now we need to read the value and identify which is the maximum, which is the second maximum and all. Fine.
okay,
For that, let me use same buffer, and now I will go outside the repetition folder and we will do some calculations here. Okay, let me remove this row. I don't want, and I will give this as, let me call it as max salary. We want maximum salary. We want script to read this string and identify which is the maximum salary out of these numbers. Fine. And to perform the calculation in TOSCA, there is one keyword. calc is one keyword available.
okay,
Fine. And we will use inside this we will use max and we will see, we will call this buffer first of all. And what is the buffer name?
Array string.
Array string. Perfect. So we will call that array string. Okay, we'll go outside to this string. Fine. So this is the syntax. And now if I calculate this, we'll get something. Let me try. We call one that buffer. That script should read that buffer and identify which is the maximum value. Does it pick? Okay, it is picking. It will calculate, identify the maximum value. Okay, using calculate operator, maximum value out of this string. The string is separated by comma sign, right? So it will read all the details, all the data from the string and pick one of the value which as per the tool is highest. We will cross check. 12500 is the highest.
Right.
Correct, no? It is highest only. Now the calculation is done. So we are able to identify, till now we are able to identify which is the highest value, highest salary from this table. If you want to pick the second highest, how we can pick?
Second highest.
Let me.
Maybe
So
instead of max.
What concept we will do? We will see. We will refine this string now. Okay, what we'll do right now, this string value, here it is not written. You know the string value, the complete 10 values are there separated by comma. Okay, now we identify this max value and we will refine this string and remove the highest value, previous highest value from that. Okay, let me refine this first. I will use one buffer parameter as refined array list 1. Okay, and in this buffer parameter we'll use one keyword as string replacement. Okay, string replace is one keyword available in TOSCA. Okay, which can help us to replace the older string to the newer string based upon your criteria. Okay, in this string, if you see the syntax of this string, okay, the string syntax is string replace, and then there are 3 different parameters. What are the parameters? We can call some text. Okay, we need to provide some input text. We will provide it the complete string, that buffer name only in this, and then we will call the previous maximum salary, and we can give the next pattern. If we keep it blank, the previous maximum salary will be removed from the string. Okay, how it will happen we'll see now. I just use the keyword. Okay, now I will call the buffer value. Which buffer value? Let me call the buffer value where we have complete string.
Array string.
Array string is having complete value, right? So we call that. Let me close this. Okay, and we will do one more thing. We will call the previous maximum salary in the second section. There were 3 sections, right? And we are calling the second one, and what is there now? Max salary. Okay, and we will close this this particular section as well. and last pattern we will keep it null. We'll keep it null. So if you want, if I open this, if you read this, this is the syntax. This is replacement wala. Okay, this syntax is the same what I showed you. What I showed you here. If I type here string, okay. So I just captured this one, this part. I want to showing you there. So this part we can zoom it so it will be more clear. So what I did, I call this parameter, this keyword, and this input part I call the array
Total.
string, which is having the total number of salaries. All salaries are there inside this. Using buffer we call it. In this pattern we call the maximum, previous maximum salary. Okay, and the new value, this pattern is that it will replace the string, okay, based upon the parameter we specify. We call the like maximum array. Out of that one array we want to trim. So if we keep this value as null, the value inside this pattern will be removed as per this syntax.
Okay.
Okay, it will replace with the value specified here in as a new value. We specify nothing. So the value which was inside this parameter will follow the instruction specified in this. So it will be null only. Same we did here. Okay, so in this parameter first section we call the buffer, complete buffer. Then we call the maximum, previous maximum salary, and previous maximum salary will be, we specify here null, right? We did not specify anything, means the previous maximum salary will be removed from the next string, and the string value will, the trimmed one, that modified string value will go inside this buffer parameter.
Yeah,
Okay, if I run it now, we having all the buffers available. I can run it at step level. And you see this value, you know, it is having the maximum value. Still it will show that maximum only till now. This is the maximum, and now we want to replace this. Replacing the older string, and you see the value here. That 12500 was shown here. So it is null. This part, okay, this portion is trimmed. Now you see that value is not available. 12500 is not available in this string. This is the new string, and this new string is available in this parameter now. We can use this parameter. Okay. Now if we identify the maximum salary from this string using this string, okay, it will give different number now. It will find out the maximum salary from this available data only. Okay, the 12500 will not be considered at all now. So we'll get the second highest salary. Okay, now we'll do same thing here. Now what we should do here, I should do same calculation.
Yeah, just calling the buffer as refined array list one.
Correct. Just we'll call this buffer list one, and I will call it as
second highest salary. Yeah.
Correct. Second max salary, and here we want to consider array string. Let me
refined array list one.
Yeah, we will give this list. This is the basic, right? This was the initial, and now we refine it. And now if we execute this time, we will get the maximum salary, a refined string, and then second highest also we'll get. This is the highest one.
Yeah.
Okay, now the string will refine using string replace. Okay, string is refined now, and now you see second highest is 118,000. So this is the
Oh,
second highest. Correct, no?
right.
Yeah. Similarly, same approach for third, fourth, fifth, nth of this table. You can calculate any number of salary.
Okay, and I have one question. So instead of keeping the value null in the new value
Hmm.
printed,
Okay.
if we provide something there, I mean, what changes we will notice there?
We'll provide 0. We'll see. Okay. Instead of null, we will provide 0. If I provide 0, we'll see how it will show that string. Now at third place, we are expecting it will show
Zero.
0. This is the refined one, right? It will show 0.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah, but it will not impact now still because it is 0. There will not be any impact. Still, second highest is same only, right?
Same only, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is also useful if you want to actually replace any value from
Yeah,
the.
yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It should be numeric. If you put X there, I think it will not, tool will confuse to calculate it. Okay, because we want to calculate also. We are calculating, no? Here.
Right.
So if I put X, which is not numeric, we'll see how it will behave here. Okay, here it will replace without any issue. Does it replace?
Can't see. Just yeah, X.
Okay, X is there, and what?
Why did so?
Hmm. See, it got
Oh,
confused.
random.
The tool got confused. Because calculation need numeric values
Right.
to perform the calculation. So that alphanumeric will not work. So it's better to 0. If you don't want uh, to keep it null, better to keep 0. So at least we can identify, okay, how many zeros are there and how much data we removed. Okay, it is more visible.
Okay, and I have one more question. So
Hmm.
before in this repetition table where you actually declared the buffer array string,
Hmm.
it is still there?
What?
Oh, it is still okay. I thought
It
it.
will be there, no?
Okay.
Yeah, it will be there. Data is going through this only, no? One by one, we are able to pick because of this string only, this repetition folder only. One by one, it will go to that respective cell and pick the data and
Yeah.
consolidate the string one by one.
Yeah, and you are calculating the calculation part is inside the TOSCA test case only, not inside the
Inside
repetition.
this, yes, outside we are
Outside
performing the
this.
calculation.
Okay.
Let this string consolidate, pick all the data, come out of the box, and then perform the calculations.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll stop.